Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, Chapter 20, text number 23. Prutur Uvacha Varan Vibho Tvad Varadeshwarat Buddhaha Katam Vrinite Gunavikriyatmanam Yenarakanam api santi dehinam Tanisha Kaivalya Pate Vrinina cha. Translation purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. My dear Lord, you are the best of the demigods who can offer benedictions. Why therefore should any learned person ask you for benedictions meant for living entities, bewildered by the modes of material nature? Such benedictions are available automatically even in the lives of living entities suffering in hellish conditions. My dear Lord, you can certainly bestow merging into your existence, but I do not wish to have such a benediction. Purport. There are different kinds of benedictions according to the person's demands. For karmis, the best benediction is promotion to the higher planetary systems, where the duration of life is very long and the standard of living and happiness is very high. There are others, namely Jnanis and Yogis, who want the benediction of merging into the existence of the Lord. This is called Kaivalya. The Lord is therefore addressed as Kaivalyapati, the Master or the Lord of benediction known as Kaivalya. But devotees receive a different type of benediction from the Lord. Devotees are anxious neither for heavenly planets nor for merging into the existence of the Lord. According to devotees, Kaivalya, or merging into the existence of the Lord, is considered as good as hell. The word Naraka means hell. Similarly, everyone who exists in this material world is called Naraka, because this material world existence itself is known as hellish condition of life. Prithu Maharaj, however, expressed that he was interested neither in the benediction desired by the karmis nor that desired by the Jnanis and Yogis. Srila Prabodhananda Saraswati Prabhu, a great devotee of Lord Chaitanya, described the Kaivalya is no better than a hellish condition of life. And as for the delights of the heavenly planets, they are factually will-o-wisps or phantasmagoria. They are not wanted by devotees. Devotees not even care for positions held by Lord Brahma or Lord Shiva, nor does a devotee desire to become equal with Lord Vishnu. As a pure devotee of the Lord, Prithu Maharaj made his position very clear. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purport. So here is a prayer of Maharaj Prithu, with tears in his eyes, tried to look upon the Lord. And then started offering prayers. The prayer says, my dear Lord, you are best of the demigods who can offer benedictions. Who has appeared before the yajna? Lord Vishnu has appeared. Lord Vishnu is the Param Ishvara of this material existence. This material existence is full of living entities, and this material existence is created in order to fulfill the independent desires of the living entity, subject to sanction of this Param Ishvara, Param Atma, Vishnu in the heart, as the super soul of all living entities. As per his sanction alone, our existence is sustained. Our body is sustained, mind is sustained, food is provided, a scheme for providing food, a scheme for providing water, senses for enjoyment, sense objects for enjoyment. All the living entities in this material world are only except devotees. Also pure devotees. That means those who want pure devotional service. Those who are trying to be pure devotees, they also are classified under pure devotees. Just like Prabhupada's disciples want to be pure devotees. Even though we are in the journey and we are still not executing pure devotion service, still the position of those who are taken shelter of a pure devotee, like Srila Prabhupada, they are exemption in this material world. Keep them aside. Every other jiva, not only a human being, every other jiva, are continuously fulfilling, desiring different things and fulfilling the same. Some of the desires are fulfilled, some of them are not fulfilled. You should observe the whole world, everybody has desires. The desire, a broad classification, desire for power over the existence, like money power, influence power, physical power, intellectual power. Or they are seeking knowledge, material knowledge, or jnanis that seeking spirit knowledge, or those who are chasing after material love, material pleasure, sense pleasures. So the living entities in this material world, how we should see the living entities in the material world, are the living entities who have forgotten Krishna and they enter this body, identify with this body. Body is given by the arrangement of the Lord. The operation of this body through which I try to extract a false life of Satta, Chitta and Ananda. To facilitate that, Vishnu is a Param Ishvara. Through Brahma he creates. Material existence comes forth. Then he also made certain rules, because nobody has, those who are after desires independent of Krishna, They are not Krishna conscious. So they forget that they are inseparable from the whole. I am an amsha and the whole. There is never a time when Krishna has left the jiva. Always. Jiva has left the Lord. It's a one way. Lord has never left the jiva. He is always seated in the heart. Sarvasya chaham hridi sannivishtaha matasmriti jnanam apohanam cha Ishvaraha sarvabhutanam hrideshi arjuna tishtati. Repeatedly in Bhagavad Gita, in several other places also, Krishna says, the Param Ishvara is sitting in our heart, seated in our heart. Here he says, you are the best of the demigods who can offer benedictions. We talk about pure devotional service, but at the same time, in Krishna's scheme of things, a life is also possible in the material world, either in hell or on earth or in heaven, pursuing your respective Krishna forgotten, Krishna disconnected desires. An independent Lord of all I survey. That game all the living entities are playing in this material world. And pious souls know that the benediction has to be given by Vishnu. In the material world, there are several Ishwaras. Devatas are Ishwaras. Different Devatas are different Ishwaras controlling different parts of the body, different parts of this thing, existence, material existence. But all their powers, all these Ishwaras can give benediction. Benediction means what? Your wish be fulfilled. That's called benediction. First we observed how all the jivas are full of wishes, full of desires. That is material world. Now next layer of reality is there are demigods who are controlling the different parts of the material world, and they sanction or fulfill the desires of the living entity. And in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that also, I as the Param Ishvara, they are able to do that because of the empowerment I have given them. But I am Param Ishvara, from me alone all the Shaktis of Devatas are flowing from him only, from me only. That is how Krishna showed Vishwarupa to Arjuna. Because Arjuna does not know Krishna. Krishna is God. He was his friend in the battle of Kurukshetra. So in Vishwarupa he showed him everything. Look. There doesn't exist anything but me. Everything is within me. Shiva, Brahma, all the Devatas, all positive energies, all negative energies, Surgaloka, Narakaloka, all 14 planetary systems. Everything Krishna showed within his body, transcendental body. Then it transformed into 400 form of Krishna. That is Vishnu. Who is seated in the heart of everyone, who is lying down as Karanodakshay Vishnu, who is also Shiro Garbhodakshay Vishnu, Shirodakshay Vishnu. Three functional forms and expansions of Krishna. And as Shirodakshay Vishnu is in everybody's heart. So their desires, everybody's desires, directly or indirectly, because he is Sarvakarna Karna. All living entities' desires are being fulfilled by him. We are not talking about explicit desires. Everybody has a standard desire. I should have enough to eat, enough to sleep, enough to dress, enough to that. You don't ask anything like that. Suppose somebody is very rich, he never asks, may I have food today? He will not have that wish. He will not have that desire. But he needs that. So, all the needs, nityo nityanam chetanas chetananam, you pray or not pray, all jivas' needs and desires, which are getting fulfilled, are by him, by his benediction, by his sanction. That is the meaning, not a blade of grass will move without his sanction. That's an expression. Literally, it doesn't mean a blade of grass moving. It means nothing happens in this world at some point of time, somewhere along the chain of causes, he has benedicted. After that, wind is a cause for blowing the blade of grass. But wind he created, blade he created, grass he created, laws of nature he created. So the Supreme Lord, so we have to understand there are many Ishwaras. This is in the material world. And there is a Supreme Ishwara, Sarva Loka Maheshwaram. And Suhridam Sarvabhutanam, friend of all of living entities, including that of demigods. Jnatva mam shantim gacchati. One who knows this about me, that I am Sarvaloka Maheshwaram, I am friend of all living entities. I am the ultimate bhokta. Bhokta means everything rotating, moving around for me. The existence of the living entities, jiva also is for him. And how the benediction comes? Why somebody is getting benedicted, somebody is not getting benefited? So that he has made a rule. You have to do yajna, dana, tapas. Without that, nobody can get anything. If you have got something even in this life as a karmi or as a demon, it is because he has done either tapasya, maybe Krishna unconnected tapasya, working very hard, Most effective tapasya is yajna. Work as a yajna, japa as a yajna, mantras into fire sacrifice is also yajna. So this principle of yajna is what is governing the success of the endeavors of all the living entities. Material endeavors. Material endeavors also cannot be successful without having accumulated punya. These are all fundamental layers of existence that is operating, which modern science do not know at all. Why some people get benedicted, some people don't get benedicted, or some people get damned due to their bad karma. Some people get benedicted. They get damned with all kinds of problems in life. That is Kala. Krishna is a benefactor. Vishnu is a benefactor for those who are his devotees, or those who are recognize Vishnu as the supreme, but they need not know about spiritual life, spiritual world and all. They know the Supreme Lord is Vishnu, he is the Supreme Father of all living entities. I have to perform yajna to him, and by his blessings I will have this, I will have that, I will have that. These are all not abnormal. This is also Vaishnavas, like the demigods, Kama Bhaktas. That is also one level of Krishna consciousness. Just like we also do yajna, fire sacrifice we do. We do japa yajna. Japa yajna to please Vishnu. Yajnanam japa yajnam asmi, Krishna says. Of all the yajnas, japa yajna, I am that, he says in the Bhagavad Gita. So we are also doing yajna. When you do japa, two things are happening. Yajna is having which bears its fruits in the material world. And the yajna of remembering Krishna, or we do with devotion, that will awaken our original consciousness, Krishna consciousness. The question can be asked, when I am doing japa, am I doing? Spiritual development is measured in terms of Brahman, Paramatma and Bhagavan realization. When you are at the stage of Bhagavan realization, then you are directly addressing Radha and Krishna, or Lakshmi Narayana. In Bhagavan realization, when you are addressing with a pure heart, with awakened love for Radha and Krishna, that is a different level of chanting. The starting level of japa is as a yajna. Yajna means sacrifice. As we perform the yajna, yajna means sacrifice. In the japa, what is the sacrifice? You're sacrificing your talking activity, You're sacrificing your hearing activity, and you're sacrificing your mind. What is the role of the mind? Role of the mind is to keep the attention on the sound. So we can do japa. Full mindful japa is pakka yajna. Soulful japa is next level. Full mindful japa is, that means mind, there's nothing but the holy name in the mind for your 16 rounds. That's pakka yajna. What is the result of yajna? All our desire to serve Srila Prabhupada, the material empowerment will be there. Because everything in this material world comes through yajna, jnana, tapas, or dhyana. But Rupa Goswami says, chanting of the Hare Krishna, we are chanting not for punya, but because your material tongue, material body is involved and you are chanting, you become very powerful in fulfillment of your desires. As a subsidiary thing, by anything you desire, it happens. For those who are doing nice 16 rounds of chanting, they want the heart to be cleansed, it will happen simply by hearing. Transcendental knowledge will come about matter and spirit. That is the foundation for understanding the Supreme Spirit. That is the foundation for understanding that I am spirit different from this body. All these are our desires. When we read Prabhupada's books, we say, okay, when can I become out of bodily concept? Oh, that is what I should. I am in bodily concept. You have a desire. Your japa, yajna will give you the power to satisfy that. That's still not knowledge about Krishna. Even jnanis have this knowledge, I am not this body. These are sattvic knowledge, you can say, I am not the body. I am eternal servant of Krishna, I am Satchidananda Vigraha, that is another next level of realization of the self. So I am not this body realization one can get simply by Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. So one thing, devotees do very nice japa as a yajna, because so his Krishna prema is not awakened. His love for Krishna is not awakened. Where he stands, he should know. And as a regulative principle, nicely chant 16 rounds. Bead after bead, bead after bead, chant. Do 100% mindful japa. Then as a devotee, you already learn from Prabhupada what desires you should have and what desire you should not have. So all desire, that also we have to be careful, because now you have become powerful. Why you have become powerful? You have become powerful to fulfill your desires. Why? Because of accumulating so much, subtle power, material power itself, from the yajna. Yajna power is all encoded in the material laws. So devotee had to be very careful. All his wrong desires also he will get empowered. Everything will set up so nicely, his wrong desires also will get fulfilled. So devotees chant their 16 rounds very nicely, carefully, to please the Supreme Lord. In the heart, Paramatma, And he is very careful that he is very careful about desiring. So desire to serve Krishna is wonderful. All our desires to serve Krishna will be fulfilled if we chant, if we do this yajna. Japa as a yajna. And then by this, we get so much reciprocation from the Lord that automatically the same Hare Krishna Mahamantra will bestow upon us Bhagavan realization during our japa. Bhagavan realization cannot come unless heart is purified by surrender to this super soul. You cannot become dear to Krishna without surrendering to Vishnu. See how Prabhupada's pranam mantra is addressed. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya. Surrender to Vishnu and very dear to Krishna. Dear to Krishna not because he surrendered to Vishnu, as far as pure devotee is concerned. He surrendered to Vishnu and he is dear to Krishna for engaging in his pure devotional service. In this material world, we cannot serve Krishna without Vishnu's mercy. Because he is a Param Ishvara. Of course, Ekala Ishvara Krishna Arasabha Bhritya. Pure devotee is always desiring to serve Krishna. He doesn't have to think of Vishnu at all. He does not have to think of the Lord in the heart. There was one conversation where some reporters were asking Srila Prabhupada, some disciples were also sitting. They asked Prabhupada, is the Lord directly, is the Lord directing you directly? Is the Lord personally directing you? So then Prabhupada was about to answer. Then a devotee who is sitting by the side, he said, yes, Lord as Paramatma is sitting in his heart and guiding me. Prabhupada said, no, Krishna is directly guiding me. So that is his realization, that is his level. But it begins here, in the sadhaka it begins. You all go out, let's say you preach, or we have so many tasks for Srila Prabhupada to fulfill his desires. The Lord in the heart is reciprocating because we don't have that bhakti to invoke Krishna of Goloka Vrinda. Though under the order of the spiritual master, whatever we are doing is for Krishna, but we are dependent, we have to learn how to surrender first. So our stage of bhakti is the stage of giving up this lauding tendency and learn how to work as a yajna for the pleasure of the yajnapati. Please Guru Krishna, we say. 24 hours we are engaged in pleasing Guru and Krishna. Guru is the external manifestation of Paramatma. When you serve Guru, you are serving the Lord in your heart. When you are serving Krishna, you are serving Krishna with the empowerment of the Lord in the heart. So just like in Krishna's body, all the devatas, everybody was seen, including Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, was seen. Just like in Krishna's body, everything exists. All the incarnations. When Krishna comes down, into him all these incarnations also come. In the same way, in Krishna Nama, also Vishnu is included. So as soon as when you are not pure, when you chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, you should understand that the Vishnu in Krishna as a Nama Avatara is manifesting on your tongue to be heard and purified, so that one day we can do pure chanting. So various levels of if we have lauding tendency, then we have to purify by continuously training ourselves in our daily activities to surrender to Krishna. We have to learn how to work depending upon Krishna. Everybody works, the whole world is working. Now we are working for Krishna. But we have to learn how to work. Chetasa sarva karmani mai sanyasya matparaha buddhi yogam upashitya matchitta satatam bhava matchitta sarva durgani matprasadat tarishyasi. So we are also working for Krishna. When you are working for Krishna, we have to depend upon the Lord in our heart. The form of Krishna as the Lord in our heart. The form of Krishna who is the Jagatpati, who is the Lord of the universe, who is the giver of all benediction to all living entities, karmis, jnanis, yogis, devotees. Everybody gets their benediction only because of the Supreme Lord, Vishnu. Any questions? So when you read Srimad Bhagavatam, then you understand all this philosophy, that how Krishna has created this world, Brahma, Shiva, various devatas as intermediate Ishwaras. Just like Supreme Lord is, from him we have also come. We also have some Ishwara Shakti. Right? I can control my body. I can raise my hand. I am Ishwara of my hand. I am not Ishwara of your hand. So we are tiny Ishwaras. And there is Supreme Ishwara. And the result, everybody has desires, their enjoyment comes from maybe through so many devatas, but ultimately it is coming from Supreme. There is only one Supreme. All others are subordinate. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जाय, विश्व गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जाय।